All right, y'all, I am so excited or next-cited, as my kids say, for today's episode because y'all, this is a bonus series. And I'm just beyond excited to share this with you because I truly believe that having SEO friendly content, SEO friendly blogs will be so game changer for your business, your lead generation, your website views, your organic traffic, all of that. But it's a big topic to break down. So rather than give you a 5-hour long episode, JK, I'm going to give you a bonus series where we break down planning, outlining, creating, and repurposing, optimizing, and marketing SEO friendly content to help you generate leads, get more organic traffic, ultimately get sales, and actually enjoy creating SEO friendly content for your business. So definitely want to take notes on this. You definitely want to check out the blog and definitely want to get my content repurposing freebie in the show notes. Ready? Let's do it. Hey there, fellow entrepreneur. Welcome to Simple SEO and Marketing with me, Faith Hannon. Do you want to grow your business with organic marketing and finally feel like you can understand SEO? Are you scouring the internet for how to get more website traffic, SEO for dummies, and how to market on Pinterest? Have you tried to grow your business with SEO and blogging only to get frustrated and quit because it's overwhelming and too time consuming? Been there. Hey, I'm Faith Hannon, Jesus lover, copywriter, blogger, wife, wrangler of tiny humans, and barrel racer. And let me tell you, I didn't have time to waste sorting through SEO and keyword strategies that either didn't work or were so over my head I couldn't understand them. I honestly thought that SEO and blogging only worked for people with a PhD in tech jargon and a whole team of employees, until I learned these secrets. Good SEO strategies don't have to be complicated, and creating and marketing great content doesn't have to take more than a couple hours a week total. So pop in those earbuds, slam some coffee, and let's grow your business with simple organic marketing and a healthy dose of biblical encouragement along the way. All right, y'all, I'm going to get real tactical, down and dirty, give you the goods on how to have SEO friendly content, SEO friendly blogs, if blogging is where you're at right now, SEO friendly content, whether it's podcast, blog, YouTube, whatever, so that you can actually generate leads with the people that you want to be connecting with and have a strategy that saves you time, saves you brain space, and really moves the needle forward on your organic traffic and your traffic from your other, secondary channels like your social media and stuff. So first things first, we need to establish these things, okay? This is the planning episode, right? But to plan properly, you got to have some other things, set up first. First and foremost, you need to know your business. And when I say know your business, I mean you need to know, okay, what are my offers? What am I pointing people towards? What is my secret sauce? I think Jenna Kutcher coined that term, but what is my secret sauce? What am I great at in business? Okay, know your business. Number 2 thing that you need to know before we get started planning is you need to know yourself. Okay, you need to know things like, how do you process best? When do you think best? When are you most creative? Okay, know yourself. Okay, and then third, you need to know how much time your own little sweet self can actually devote to content creation. Now, even if you have a whole team of people working for you, which I hope and pray that you do, you're still the visionary for your business. So you probably have the most ability and the most bandwidth to come up with great content ideas. Planning is still probably going to be something that is in your court, okay? You need to know your business, know yourself, and know how much time you can devote to content creation. Because if you can only devote, an hour a week or 2 hours a week, great, that's fine. Don't try to create 10 pieces of long form content. If you have a lot more time to devote towards your business, great, then create more long form content. That's not what we're talking about right now, but you need to know those 3 things before you start planning, okay? And obviously, you need to have a great content creation strategy overall, which I have a couple of blog posts on that I will link in the show notes here. I don't have a podcast on that yet. I'll do that at a later date and then link it down here, but the blog should get you started pretty good. But I feel like a lot of entrepreneurs that I know, they have a pretty decent content strategy to begin with. So I'm not starting there. All right, now planning content. I don't know why I think planning content is so fun, but I really do. I don't know why it's so fun, but it is. Okay, so you can approach planning your content basically 2 different ways. And you can approach it from an I'm inspired, oh my goodness, I have this idea way, or you can approach it from a let's research and then plan. Either way, this will work for you. You'll just have to reverse steps 1 and 2 that I'm going to give you. Okay, so disclaimer, I am absolutely 100% an inspiration first and then research kind of a child. I don't know if it's because I'm kind of a creative or what, or I just have content ideas coming out my ears. I don't know. But step number 1 in Faith's world is inspiration. Yay! You get a content idea, you get a question from a client or an ideal client or whatever. You have an idea, okay? That is step number 1. Great. Write it down. Please, for the love of all things holy, write it down. You need a little more kick in the pants about writing down your content ideas. Go back and listen to episode number 24, where I give you my number 1 tip to never, ever, 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 ever run out of content ideas. And spoiler alert, it involves writing all of them down in the same place, okay? But step number 1, you get an idea, okay? You have an idea, you have a thought, you're like, oh my gosh, this would be so great. You go write it down in your master content list. Great. Step number 2 that works really well for my brain is then I do keyword research. Now, if you've listened to my episodes on batching, or if you create content according to your cycle, women, then I don't necessarily do all these steps right in the same day, okay? Sometimes I'll get super inspired and I'll get 15 content ideas all at once. Great. I write them all down. Okay, but it's still in my brain is like the planning step. If you need to learn more about batch creating content, then episode numero 26 is really great for that, where I walk through the basics of batching content the right way. But anyway, step number 1, inspiration. You get an idea, you write it down, okay? Whether you do anything with it right then or not, doesn't matter. Still part of the planning process, okay? Hey friend, I know you're trying to grow this business, but does it feel like it's not really going anywhere? Did you know that we can actually fix the back end of your business so that you have some great SEO? Did you know that we can repurpose your podcast or repurpose your blog and help you grow faster? Did you know that was even an option? If you're thinking, oh my goodness, Faith, that would be amazing, then head on over to faithhannon.com/coaching or click the link in the show notes. In just 1 hour of your time, we'll get you a marketing plan in a box with the exact keywords that you need to be going for, how and where to implement them, and at least 3 months of SEO-focused content planned out for you. Let's get your coaching call on the books right now and get your marketing strategy headed in the right direction. Spots are limited, so don't wait. And I cannot wait to help you finally get the breakthrough you've been waiting for and jumpstart your business dream back to life. Now, step number 2 is to do your keyword research. Now, or draft a title. Like, you can draft the title now, you can do the keyword research now. But for those of you who are like, I must research first, you can do the keyword research now. That's fine. If you've already done your keyword research, or if you've had a keyword research call with moi, then you have an existing keyword spreadsheet that you can pull from. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to find a great focus keyword that fits the heart of what you want to talk about, okay? That fits the heart of your inspired idea, okay? Or if you're doing keyword research first, like pick a keyword phrase that you want to focus on for that particular piece of content, okay? Now, you've probably heard me say this before, but I'm a firm believer that being authentic and true to the content is always more important than getting a, quote, better keyword phrase for the piece of content. Like, you need to be honest with your, please, for the love of all things holy, let's just be honest with our keywords, okay? Let's be honest with our marketing. And just, I'm going to leave that right there. I'm going to stop. Okay. So step number 2 is you do your keyword research. I have tons of episodes on keyword research. If you haven't listened to any of them yet, let me give you the best one to start with. Episode number 13 is a great place to start with learning how to do keyword research. Okay. Step number 1, inspiration. Step number 2, keyword research. And step number 3 is draft a title. And honestly, in my life, this is a very rough draft of a title. 99% of the time, your title will change. Like, in reality, titles are so important that I spend probably, at least 50% as much time creating the title for each individual blog and each podcast episode as I do creating the actual content. Meaning that if I spend an hour writing the blog, I probably spend 20 to 30 minutes working on the title. If I spend, 20 minutes recording a podcast, I probably spend more like 5 to 10 minutes working on the title, but titles are muy importante. So if you just know that this title that you come up with right here, this is going to be a draft. It's just to give your brain like a quick reminder of what you want to talk about here. It doesn't have to be final. Don't feel like this is written in stone, okay? Your draft title is probably going to change, and that's okay. Now, step number 4 in planning out your content is to schedule it. Schedule it out. Like, write it in your precious little planner. Like, I'm going to do this episode on this day, and this episode on this day. And even if you change it, it's so much better to have a plan and then change the plan than to have no plan at all. It'll help you be way more consistent. And there's something to be said about writing something down in pen, seeing that and knowing, okay, I've committed to do this. I've committed to publish this, and then just doing it. Okay. So planning your content, planning SEO friendly content. You first have to know your business, know yourself, know how much time you have to devote to content creation. You obviously need to have a content strategy, but then you just need to get to planning. You need some inspiration, keyword research, a title draft, and to schedule it out. So step number 2 in creating SEO-friendly kick butt content is coming at you tomorrow in this special bonus series that I have for you that I'm so excited to share with y'all. Until then, write down all those brilliant content ideas in your master content list so you don't lose them. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. Make sure that you are subscribed so that you don't miss anything. And if this podcast has encouraged you or like, oh my gosh, this is such good info, please go leave a review. It is the best way to help more Christian entrepreneurs find this podcast to start scaling their business using SEO strategies and blogging and keywords. Thank you so much for listening in today. Hopefully this episode gave you some really tangible tips for better SEO and marketing to get more leads and more sales from your website. If it did, can I ask you a quick favor? Would you please share this episode with a friend and then just take 10 seconds and go leave a written review on Apple Podcasts. That is the very best way to help more Jesus-loving entrepreneurs scale their businesses so that they can help more people with their gifts and make an even bigger impact for the kingdom of God. And guess what? We now have a Facebook community where we can learn, hang out, and laugh. Go join the Facebook group now. It's linked in the show notes. And all the other things, courses, coaching, and copywriting can be found at my website, faithhannon.com. Until next time, God bless, and I'll talk to you soon.